Things you should never do in a relationship, part 3. 1. Bring up the past. For example, if you guys are arguing, this is a big no-no.
Men, control most things, and women just have to passively tolerate it. But when it's the end of them, all they want is a woman.
Here's the thing.
This ain't a rap song, it's red pill rage. This ain't a rap song, it's red pill rage. This ain't a
If you're not fighting to keep me,
red pill rage. This ain't a rap song, it's red pill rage.
Nigga, what?
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, I want to first give a big thank you to all my Sigma Nation members and everyone that subscribed to me for hitting that like button and giving me a comment. Let's just keep the ball rolling and go ahead and keep me inside the algorithm. I really appreciate what you guys are doing. So today I have 3 TikTok videos that were sent to me from random people. Let's get to the video.
So I don't remember where I heard this, but I remembered a story today about apparently, statistically, when soldiers have been injured at war and they're on their beds, they always do one thing. It's very commonly for them to do one thing, and that is to cry out for their mothers. And the story, whoever it was who told me this, was being told by a man. He said it's very funny that they never cry out for their dads. It's always their moms. And it doesn't matter how big or scary or strong these men are, they are basically reduced to that just want their mummies. And it's funny, we live in a world where women aren't really treated like people. Men, control most things, and women just have to passively tolerate it. But when it's the end of them, all they want is a woman.
And to be honest with you guys, there's nothing wrong with that. A man's going to have a connection with his mom. It's always been there. A man and a woman's connection has always been deeper than a woman and woman connection. Once a woman becomes a teenager, she actually starts to disconnect from her mom. When it comes to guys are always closer to their mom because they get treated differently whenever it comes to their mother. What we have is, we have a society where you have women, like if you look at this woman in the video, she's a pretty woman, but she's programmed to dislike and disrespect men. Why? Because what started out as a little movement has actually became a culture with women. Feminism has become a culture implanted into the brains of women. Women are now running around mad at men, disrespecting men that have never did anything to them, especially pretty women. And pretty women live a different life than a ugly woman. That's how you know the disconnect is bad. But this is not disrespect towards a man. This just shows you exactly how much men really love women, but they're disappointed in a woman's actions. All right, let's get to the next video.
here's the thing. If you're not fighting to keep me, I'm not fighting to make you stay.
Well, over here in Sigma Nation world, not fighting to get you and you not working to stay, cool. We got to let you go. This isn't a one-way street. This isn't an 80-20. This isn't the guy do the most work while the woman sits back and feels wanted. That's what women are doing nowadays. They look at the phones, right? They're seeing pretty girls everywhere. They're seeing girls doing less but getting more out of men. So now they surround themselves with weaker men. But they surround themselves with weaker men to feel like the women that they see on Instagram that's getting all the attention. So when these girls are starting to say, hey, you're not working for me, so I'm not going to. No, that's called being a simp. That's what that's what we're trying to tell guys here. It's like they say this stuff just so they can feel like a queen, so they can compete with other girls that they're seeing. But in reality, if you don't put the other half in and you don't work like you want him, then he's not supposed to chase you anymore. It's a 50-50 streak here. So guys, don't let women convince you that you're supposed to do more than what you are. You got to realize the guy that gets everything from a woman, the sex and the good treatment, does less. The more you try to make a woman happy, the worse you're going to feel. Women When they in love with a man and they like a man, he could do 99 things wrong. They can't find one reason to leave him. But a lot of you guys know you've done 99 things right, and she found one reason to dog you out and kept throwing it back in your face as if it's a big deal.
Things you should never do in a relationship, part 3. 1. Bring up the past. For example, if you guys are arguing, this is a big no-no.
That's correct. All right, that is correct. This is where the narcissism comes in at. This is where you haven't done anything wrong but express your feelings, and then she brings up the past to find a reason to be mad right now. All right? You find that in a lot of women. You don't necessarily see a lot of guys when they argue with women. They go back and say, hey, you did this, and you did that. Men don't do that because in the relationships, believe it or not, men are always pressing forward. Women are the ones that get caught up on the past. So understand, guys, if you're with a woman and she's bringing up the past to find a reason to be mad now, it's time to get out the relationship or it's time to leave her. Even if you got a friend, like a girl that's just your friend doing this, leave her alone.
Partners shouldn't always have to be reminded about a mistake that happened in the past. It's in the past for a reason. 2, try to change who they are. You guys are obviously going to grow together, but to change their personality is cliff that.
Now, this is a biggie. This is a biggie because you'll see this in a lot of marriages. You'll see a lot of women doing this. They will always marry the beta male nice guy. Beta males make the perfect husband. Why do beta males make the perfect husband? Because they're not confrontational. All right, which means that all a woman has to cry, nag, bitch, and moan, and she's going to get her way. When a woman comes across a guy that she could do that to and get her way, that's going to be the guy that she's going to marry. But it's going to come to the point of that marriage, or it's going to come to the point of that long-term relationship where she's going to want you to change and be something else. So if you're super duper nice guy this year, next year, she's going to end up wanting you to be a thug. And a lot of women try to do that. They get with these beta males, and then what they do is they give you a lot of attitude day after day. They start disrespecting you because they want you to scream at them. They want you to yell at them, right? But if I say it, like when I'm saying it like this, it sounds like, no, women don't want you to scream and yell at them. Women don't want you to do that. Women want you to stand your ground. And in a lot of ways, you have to be stern and you don't have to scream and yell and be abusive. But a woman like a masculine man that can hold his ground, she likes him to be tough, but she wants him to be weak whenever she can conquer him. Women want a woman she can conquer on surface, but want an alpha male that can dominate her in the bedroom. That's what we have here. They want a beta male to show off and control, but then they want their back blown out by alpha male. So they're forcing a man to be 2 different type of dudes, which is why a lot of women nowadays are cheating at an all-time high because it's easy to get the beta male, but it's harder to find the alpha. So when they come across the alpha, they take advantage of the opportunity while they have the chance.
Remember why you started dating your partner in the first place. Don't try to change them, accept them for who they are.
And they're absolutely right. But in today's world, it's really hard to accept someone for who they are due to the simple fact a lot of people don't know who they are. They're confused about society. We can thank the alphabet community for that. So how do you change someone, or how do you keep someone who they are when they don't know who they are? The moral of the story here is, guys, if she ain't holding you down, she's slowing you down. All right. Bottom line, the best thing for you to do is to go your own way, do your own thing, and allow the woman to just throw herself around you whenever she starts choosing. Whenever she starts choosing, then you start going. Then you guys will say, what are choosing signals? She either likes you or she don't. When she likes you, you don't have to question it. All right. This is Anthony Spade. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. And remember, for every like, let's go ahead and try to get a comment. Hasta la vista.